received a 911 call from a male. Thinks he just shot someone on his porch. Then he hung up. We're trying to call back.
Alright.
North End units to back.
Alright, rail, send me that.
446.
Hey, radio, I'm around the last one.
446. Units responding. We have the male on the line. States he doesn't know this person. Trying to get further.
S5 is going to be out.
447.
9-3's in here.
447.
And rescue. There's somebody down on the porch.
Okay, they'll be en route.
It's Dolphin and Outer Drive.
Copy, Dolphin and Outer Drive.
S5 radio appears it's going to be a black female.
Copy, black female.
Base 10, rescue 10's on scene.
On scene at 446.
That was the recording information from the shooter that recently killed Renisha McBride on his porch step. If you guys listen to the early part of the operator, she mentioned that he said he thinks he shot someone on his porch step. Now, I've fired plenty of, guns in my life, and if you hit something within close range or something that, like, for instance, someone on your porch step or within that area, you're going to know it. We're not talking about an open field or in the forest somewhere. We're talking about right on your porch. You will know if you hit something. And, all this shows is that what he's going to do and what the attorney is going to do is they're going to say, well, he wears glasses, and they're going to state the fact that it was nighttime and, use that towards his defense. And, basically what this guy probably thought is that, there was a black man at his door, during the peak hours of the night, knocking on the door, and the owner waited until this person proceeded to leave to then come out and shoot the person in the back of the head. What they probably didn't know is that it was a black woman, and maybe they did know it was a black woman, but it's a simple fact that this person wasn't armed. Renisha McBride was not armed. She didn't display anything like trying to break into his house or anything like that. She was simply knocking on the door, late hours away, because again, it was a car accident. We're not talking about her knocking on someone's door for a cup of sugar in the middle of the night. We're talking about a dangerous accident. Try to go get help, and they decided to wait. Again, I repeat this because this is a key point in this case. They wait until she proceeds to walk away and then decide to come out of the door and shoot her in the back of the head. Now, I've mentioned in my video that, they could have called the police. They could have, resolved all this and just stayed in the house. But they decided to come out on their porch and shoot her in the back of the head. And, I already know what they're going to go into. They're going to say it was dark. If the owner wears glasses, which a lot of Americans do nowadays. Some people just wear it just for the hell of it, just because they think it makes them look smart. But they're going to say, oh, well, maybe he wears glasses, or, it was nighttime, and so on and so on. Or Renisha McBride had on dark clothing, or it was this time of the night during the evening. So they're going to use that all in this case. And, I just think it's ridiculous how, we have other blacks out here who are defending the owner, simply because probably they're white. And, all the details are not out about this case. So I don't want to speak too much on it until we know more information. We still don't know the visual picture of who committed this murder. And it has been labeled as a homicide. But, in due time, we will find out more information. But, like I said, we will have black folks out here defending this white person that shot in the back of the head. We will see that because we have a certain type of mindset in our community that we're conditioned to defend white people no matter what. We saw it with the Trayvon Martin case. We saw it with Jordan Davis. We saw it with, I forgot what's the young sister's name? The one that was the last person to talk to Trayvon Martin. We saw how black folks ridiculed her in the media. But when it comes to white people, yes, sir, I do whatever you say, Mr. Charlie. So, you know, this is the mindset that of, you know, a lot of our black people have in our community. But, you know, I do want to find out more information about this case. But that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Let's stay tuned.